Not putting any thought or energy into what items to use for your event or for your audience, decrease the value of the merch. Doesn't matter how expensive it is.
Personalizing promo products is too hard to do. It's not. We've got the technology now, whether it be printing or laser engraving, to bulk print or laser engrave individual names or slogans, numbers and whatnot. So it is possible.
Merch is a massive and really impactful marketing tool. You can use it for.
I'm Will Campbell.
And I'm Pascal Vida, and this is Promotion's Playbook.
Together we've built Australia's largest catalogue of customisable promotional products.
Whether you're a small business or a major player, we know the right merch can transform your brand and help you grow.
In each episode, we'll show you how to get fast, transparent and affordable promotional products to take your business to the next level.
Ready to elevate your brand? Let's dive in.
Welcome back to another episode where we look into the myths behind promotional merchandise. Assuming customers care about your branding. What do you think about that?
They don't.
They don't?
They don't. They don't in regards to, because they don't have any idea what your mission or vision is behind. If we talk about new customers or prospects, to make sure that your current customers now understand what your branding stands for, that comes back to your actual research to understand your customers. But overall, the assumption is if you plug your logo on a product, people don't care. It needs to have a meaning. It needs to have a value for them. If your brand stands already for a statement, yes, you're lucky in this case, like Nike, Adidas, Apple. But assuming you're not Apple, not Nike, you need to make sure that your vision and your idea that you try to communicate is somehow connected to the product or to the message that you have on the product.
Using merch is an afterthought for marketing.
Often, I guess you can relate to that. We have a lot of customers that come in the last minute to us and realizing, okay, they didn't really think about it in the first place when they organized their event or their campaign. What is a big indicator for it's just a afterthought.
When we get that, it's, I've got an event on Saturday and it's Monday. What can I get for $1,500?
Yeah. And I promise people don't even have the chance in this moment to actually think about, okay, what are these people expecting on this event? So how because you didn't put the time into it and the energy into it to actually try to understand, okay, what do they want? And that's why then the outcome is all the time in his last 5 minutes. It's a notebook, it's a T-shirt with my logo on it, and that's it. And 99% of the case, that's just wasted money. Then better don't do it.
Creating low quality merch that doesn't represent your brand.
Low quality, it's in the end on your supplier to make sure there's no low quality. When you talk about cheaper merch, also the unit price is lower, cost efficient to say it in marketing language, can work. It comes back to the branding or your message that you try to get across. So the average T-shirt with a normal good quality, make it look really expensive and really worth wearing for your prospects or for your customers or for your team when you have the right message on it. Or some insiders, they make it exclusive for your team, for the customer, because they only can identify with the actual message that you try to get across. So I think to make sure you don't run into cheap merch, get your sample to make sure it aligns quality-wise, but that comes back to your trusted supplier to make sure, okay, the overall portfolio that they offer is not cheap, it's not falling apart in the next moment when you look at it.
There's a myth out there that people think that you can't track your ROI with promotional merchandise.
Yeah, or in other words, it's wasted money because it's just a free gift and that's gone. It's money out of the door. What is absolutely wrong. You can absolutely make your merch trackable by giving people instructions or an incentive to actually do the step after they received their merch. Like you can place a QR code, you can place kind of an idea what this could be the next step. Like, let's go on my website or scan this QR code and do the next action, or getting the merch and they need to go somewhere that they maybe get another freebie or another incentive that actually helps them. And based on that, you can calculate absolutely the actual outcome out of your budget that you invested into your custom merch.
What about matching your merch or not matching your merch to audience or your event?
Not matching or not putting any thought or energy into what items to use for your event or for your audience decrease the value of the merch. Doesn't matter how expensive it is. You can use a $100 pen when it's in the wrong place for the wrong people. People will throw it away, or it will kind of die in the next drawer and nobody will touch it again. So the budget that you waste on that is just lost money by not making sure you give the right product, the right people in the right moment.
I guess, yeah. I mean, if you were giving out tech gifts to a gardening or a boat show, that doesn't sort of match the target audience. What about merchandise? Should it be the same as the core product that I'm selling?
Comes back to what you try to achieve with it. Most of the time, it makes more sense to find a complementary product that is an additive to your core product range. So let's say you are selling handbags, high-end leather handbags. A great complementary product to it, what is not competing with your core range, would be a wallet, or would be a keychain. Higher quality as well, of course, so it matches your ambition as being seen as a high-quality brand. But you find high-quality keychains in the merchandise portfolio, and by that you can actually use it to increase the value of the products that you try to sell as a free add-on, freebie, as an upsell element, as a freebie for people going into your stores to look up your next event. Whatever it is, you have the chance to actually use complementary products to increase the value on your actual core product range, and as well have an impact on how your brand is received.
Freebies and giveaways will always work regardless if you're tracking or not.
No, that's wrong. Also, like, you need to connect every time when you even think about merch for your business. What purpose does it have? What is the outcome you want to get out of it? So to just get a branded T-shirt and give it away, then it's just throwing money out of the window. You need to have a strategy, an idea behind the merch you want to give out, and what is the desired next action that you wish to achieve with the person you give it to.
You need an outcome, don't you?
You need to define, like with
outcome.
everything else. Everywhere you invest money into, and again, we're talking about a corporate space, whatever you invest money into, you should know what is the actual outcome I want with that. Just because it's custom merch and
It's got a
sounds
logo on
like
it.
exactly some logo on printed or some funny design on it, even when you have the best message on printed on there, and you have ticked all the boxes that we talk all the time and all the other episodes about, is you still need to define the outstanding goal that you try to achieve with it. Without that, it's just throwing money out of the window.
Is merchandise only for big brands?
No, not at all. You can, how we already talked about in the last episodes, you can use merch on low minimum quantities. When you even look again on our website, you will find so many products with a low minimum order quantity that it makes it accessible for smaller brands and businesses to use the same mechanisms for upselling your products, for generating more leads, and being more visible to your old clients and to new customers. So it becomes a tool even for small businesses that just started. Just quickly, if you're ready to take your brand to the next level, Promopunks makes it easy.
With Australia's largest catalogue of over 10,000 customable products, fast quoting in just 30 minutes, and transparent pricing with no hidden fees, we've got you covered.
Get your free custom quote today via a link in the show notes.
Now back to the episode. What about merch is an expense, not an investment?
Comes back to the other question. If you don't have a purpose, then it's just an expense. If you have a purpose and you have a goal definition of what this merch should achieve, then it's an investment. So if you see merch as an expense, then in this moment, you should understand, obviously, you don't have a strategy, an idea how you want to use the merch for your business. If you understand what the outcome should be, you will immediately come to the conclusion it's an investment.
About more merchandise, bigger impact.
Yes, more merchandise has larger reach, absolutely, or wider reach, absolutely.
Guess, sorry, sort of reworded that. I guess untargeted or targeted merch.
Yeah, all the time target. You need to, again, come back. It's there, the purpose for your merch. If you have purpose, that means it's target, and you know who you target, in what situation you target them, and what item it needs to be, and what the message is. So in the end, if you go out there with an untargeted merch and just have the shotgun principle of giving out merch without any strategy and any idea, again, it's just money out of the window, and no invest into your business and into your brand, and invest into the goal that you try to achieve.
You're a business owner and you're trying to boost office morale, so you buy all your team members' hoodies. What sort of outcome are we going to get from
Yeah,
that?
exactly. Like it's what are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to tell people I'm thankful for you being here? Or is this just for the next soccer game to give more team environment feeling? So for one particular location and one particular event, again, comes back where and when you want to place this item. If you want to, again, give your team the idea you appreciate it, I'm happy you're working with me, then you need to go, okay, how can I customize this item so it generates value for this particular team member? As it almost goes there, you can't think too big in regards to it's an overall for everyone. Now you need to go quite personal and unique for each of your team members that you're working with, by having a branded name on it, having a branded quote that they maybe say all the time, funny slogan or a characteristic that kind of is just unique to this particular team member, and that generates value almost regardless of the product. Of course, it shouldn't be too cheap because you want to, again, give them the feeling of appreciation. But again, if you say, okay, it's a soccer event with the team and you want to just have some team merch, but it shows, hey, I put value into this event with you guys. And by then generating the jerseys or the hoodies, even they're not uniquely branded for everyone understands the message and what the purpose behind is. So again, it comes back to the purpose and environment you want to place it, and how people shall receive it in this moment. And if that's in line with what the outcome is, nobody will receive it in the wrong way. In general, because I just described how we can as well custom merch for team members with their name on it, etc., it becomes a struggle in a larger scale. You think it's kind of the personalization ends into a certain stage?
I think it's a common misconception that personalizing promo products is too hard to do. It's not. We've got the technology now, whether it be printing or laser engraving, to bulk print or laser engrave individual names or slogans, numbers and whatnot. So it is possible. And by doing that, it gives that product a unique feel as well. It's not just a mainstream bulk loader products that all look the same. A little bit of difference, point of difference can make a product.
Yeah, thanks to these times nowadays with software and machineries that we have, that you literally can on large scale. We're able to actually custom every individual product.
Things are possible now.
Yeah.
A common question we get is, where can I store all my merchandise? Can you hold it for us? Can you organize it for us? What do I do? I only want to order 25 because I got no storage. How can we fix that?
Yeah, we offer like there not just the actual decoration and production of custom merchandise. So we give this all-in-one system where companies like us are able to offer third-party warehousing within this entire logistical infrastructure. That means as well, when you have a company or a business across Australia or across the world, and multiple offices, we store them, give you a unique, even for you, white label designed shop interface for your team members, and they can then order the merch for the office or for the department, however they need it, and we ship it for them. So nowadays we can offer, with the systems and softwares there in place already, all all-in-one solution from production and from decorating your custom merch to the actual logistic questions by organizing, picking and packing and shipping it to your department and offices.
Is custom merch a bulk only option?
Nowadays, luckily, not anymore. Like back in the time, yes, you need to order minimum units to make it worthwhile to actually get your custom decorated product. Nowadays, with the big keyword is print on demand, we are able to offer as well from one unit. Of course, the range is smaller because all these products need to be held somewhere in a warehouse. But with our print on demand service, as an example, you can just design yourself the product on your screen, press the button, order the unit you need, and you get your uniquely designed item shipped to you. So with print on demand and all the new printing technologies and softwares that are connected to that, it's possible to even get your one printed unit that you may want for your startup or for your team.
Custom merch is only a giveaway.
Absolutely wrong. Merch is a massive and really impactful marketing tool. You can use it for upselling your products, as a complementary product to your core product range, to increase the number of sales, to increase the value of sales by offering it as a freebie from a certain order value on, or only for new customers, but it's a exclusively limited product. Even sometimes when you see you have a certain core product that's not selling well, then you say, hey, this exclusive limited bottle you only get with this particular product that kind of blocks your shelves in a warehouse at the moment. So it's a massive tool, and that's just one little example how you can use merch for actually really impactful outcomes within your business. If it's retail, if it's service-based or whatsoever, it's more than just a giveaway.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Promo Merch Mythbusters. Hope you can join us next time. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in to Promotions Playbook. If you enjoyed this episode, the best way to show your support is by leaving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube so you never miss an episode.
You can also find more of us at Promo Punks on all social media platforms.
We'll catch you in the next episode, and until then, keep your brand on top.